Good day everyone! Welcome to another episode of Agri Guro Lesson. For today's episode, I'm going to discuss module number 2, Perform Estimation and Basic Calculation. For learning outcome number 2, Perform Basic Workplace Calculation. Okay, for the Perform Basic Workplace Calculation, we're going to discuss about the conversion. So in this conversion, we're going to discuss the metric and English conversion. So let's discuss first the metric conversion. Conversions are quickly made by multiplying or dividing by factors of 10. It is as simple as moving the decimal point to the right for smaller prefixes or to the left for larger prefixes. To remember the proper decimal movement, arrange the prefixes from largest to smallest. But how are we going to do that? So I have here an example on how you're going to memorize the largest to smallest prefixes. So ito yung example niya. So we have King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So for letter K, we have kilo. For H, we have hecto. For D, we have deca. For U, we have unit. So this one is the usual unit that we are using. Then for letter D, deci. For letter C, centi. And for letter M, milli. Okay, ano ba yung mga example under kilo? So we have kilometer, kilogram, and kiloliter. For hecto, we have hectoliter, hectometer, and hectogram. For deca, we have decameter, decagram, and decaliter. For letter U, so we have meter, gram, and liter. For deci, we have decimeter, decigram, and deciliter. And for centi, we have centimeter, we have centigram, and centiliter. And for milli, we have millimeter, milligram, and milliliter. So what are going to move the decimal places? Going to the right and going to the left. So paano natin i-move yan? So base yan dito sa binigay kong picture na to ng King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. And lagi natin tatandaan, to convert the smaller unit, move decimal point to the right or multiply. And next, to convert to larger unit, move decimal point to the left or divide. So, paano po yan? So, magbibigay po ako ng example. So, let's have example number 1. Convert 10.25 kilometers to meters. So, paano natin mako-convert yan? And let's take a look at this picture. Yung sa King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So, tignan natin to. Dito tayo magbe-base kung ilan bang decimal places i-move natin kung right ba siya or left. So, based dito, meron tayong given na 10.25 kilometers. So, itong kilometers na to ay nandito siya sa prefix na kilo. Okay, nasa prefix po siya na kilo. Then, ko-convert natin siya into meter. So, ilang places ang niyahakbang niya para mapunta siya doon sa meter. So, andito siya sa under ng unit or yung sa usually. So, bilang tayo from kilo to meter. 1, 2, 3. So, therefore, meron tayong 3 places na i-move from the decimal point. So, which is yung point na ito. At, paano yung next natin na gagawin? Okay. Paano ba siya nag-move? Is it going to the left or going to the right? And base dito, nag-move tayo going to the right. Okay, for the explanation, so notice that in the listing above, that meter is 3 places to the right of the prefix kilo. This tells us to move the decimal point 3 places to the right. So that's why we're going to move from this point to the right 3 places. So tatlong movement tayo going to the right. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to add additional 0. So that's why the correct answer for this example number 1 is 10,250 meters. Okay po? So this is the final answer. Okay, let's have example number 2. Convert 650 ml to deciliter. Okay, so given na meron tayong 650 ml. Okay, ang ml ay nasa prefix na milli. Andito po siya. Okay, and convert natin siya sa deci. So, ilang place tayo magmo-move from milli. So, bilang tayo, centi, deci, ay nasa pangalawa. So, therefore, magmo-move tayo ng dalawang places going to the left. Okay, papunta po sa kaliwa ang movement natin. And base sa explanation, notice in the listing above that deciliter is 2 places to the left of the prefix milli. 2 places to the left of prefix milli. So this tells us to move the decimal point from this point 2 places to the left. So we're going to move 2 places to the left. 1, 2. So therefore, the correct answer is 6.50 deciliter. Okay, next, example number 3. So for example number 3, convert 750 grams to milligrams. So again, given yung grams, located siya dito sa usually or yung unit. Ito po sa pinakagitna. And convert natin siya into milligram. Okay. So, paano ang magiging movement at ilang places ang movement? So, base dito, mag-move tayo ng 1, 2, 3. Ang movement natin ay going to the right. Okay po. So, paano yan? Notice in the listing above that prefix milli is 3 places to the right of gram. This tells us to move the decimal point 3 places to the right. Okay, so from this point, move tayo ng 3 places going to the right. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to add 3 zeros. So therefore, the correct answer is 750,000 milligram. Next, so let's have English system. So what is this English system? English system requires a conversion ratio or unit factor to move between measurements. In the metric system, the prefix itself gives the needed conversion ratio. A conversion ratio or unit factor is a ratio equal to 1. So, meron tayong unit ratio dito or unit factor na equal to 1. So, paano po yan na malalaman natin yan? Meron tayo dito na mga examples na conversion table. Okay, meron tayo dito na example ng mga conversion table. So, please take a look at this one. So, ayan. So, magagamit natin yan sa conversion na activities natin. At maging sa mga example. Ayan, marami tayong mga conversion table. Okay, so let's have example number 1. How many inches are there in 10 millimeter? Okay, so this is the solution. So please take note that in 1 millimeter, there are 0.03937 inch. Okay, tandaan po natin yan ha. This is given that in 1 millimeter, there are 0.03937 inch. So how we're going to compute for this one? Paano natin kukumputin? So, please take note that we have 10 mm na given na kailangan natin siya i-convert into inches. So, ilang inches ba meron sa 10 mm? Okay. So, ito yung tatawagin natin na ratio or unit factor na equal to 1. So, and take note that yung 1 mm meron tayong 0.03937. And always remember that kung ano yung parehas na unit of measurement, yun ang laging nasa baba or nasa denominator ng fraction natin. Okay, next. So, para makancel natin itong millimeter, syempre, ganyan, cancel lang po natin. Ayan. So, once na na-cancel natin, ang matitira na lang po na unit of measurement natin ay inch. Okay, now, paano yung next na gagawin natin dyan? So, we're going to multiply 10 times 0.03937 inch. So, the answer is 0.3937 inch divided by 1. So, wala na tayong ilalagay na mm dahil na-cancel na natin siya sa una pa lang na procedure or step. Okay? So, pag dinivide po natin yan, 0.3937 inch divided by 1, the answer is 0.3937 inch. So, again, so there are 0.3937 inch in 10 millimeter. Next, example number 2. How many centimeters are there in 12 meter? So, for the solution, and let us remember, kailangan natin tandaan na in 1 meter, meron tayong 100 centimeter and this is based on the conversion table. Again, in 1 meter, meron tayong 100 centimeter. Again, given natin na 12 meters, okay, again, kung ano yung kaparehas na unit of measurement, yun yung laging nasa baba na denominator ng fraction. 10 cm over 1 meter. So, cancel lang natin yung same unit of measurement, which is meter, para matira na lang ay centimeter. So, dahil yan ang ating hinahanap. So, all we have to do is to multiply 12 times 100. So, 12 times 100 is equals to 120 centimeter over 1. So, hindi na natin ulit ilalagay ang meter dahil canceled na siya sa unang step pa lang na ginawa natin. So, 120 centimeter divided by 1 is equals to 120 centimeter. Again, so this is the final answer. There are 120 centimeters in 12 meter. Next, example number 3. For example number 3, how many meters are there in 5,000 millimeters? For the solution, again, lagi nating tandaan that in 1 meter, laging meron tayong 1,000 millimeter. Again, in 1 meter, meron tayong 1,000 millimeter. For this one, 5,000 millimeter, given natin. So, yung 1 meter ay nasa baba. Yung 1,000 millimeter ay nasa baba kung ano yung common na ating hinahanap or common unit of measurement. Always remember again, laging nasa baba ng ating fraction or yung denominator. 1 meter is equals to 1,000 millimeter. So, to cancel natin yung millimeter, ang maiiwan na lang ay meter since ang hinahanap natin dito sa problem ay meters. So, multiply lang natin 5,000 times 1. Correct answer for that is 5,000 meter over 1,000. Hindi ko na sinama yung millimeter dahil na-cancel out na po siya sa unang step natin. So, 5,000 meter divided by 1,000 is equals to 5 meter. This is the final answer. Again, meron tayong 5 meters in 5,000 millimeter. Next, example number 4. So, how many centimeters are there in 20 inches? For the solution, in 1 inch, there are 2.54 centimeter. Again, in 1 inch, there are 2.54 centimeter. So, given na 20 inches tayo dyan, so common unit of measurement is inch. So, nasa baba po siya ng ating fraction, which is yung denominator. So, 2.54 centimeter divided by over 1 inch. So, cancel natin yung inch dahil same po sila ng unit of measurement. Next, multiply 20 times 2.54 equals to 50.8 centimeter over 1. Hindi ko na po sinama yung inch dahil cancel na po siya sa unang step. The correct answer for this one, 50.8 cm divided by 1 is equals to 50.8 cm. So this is the final answer. Since we're looking for centimeter, there are 50.8 cm in 20 inches. And next example, final and last example. How many meters are there in 47 yards? So for the solution, again, in 1 yard, there are 0.9144 meter. Again, in 1 yard, there are 0.9144. Given 47 yards, so always remember again na yung common na unit of measurement ay laging nasa baba ng fraction, which is yung sa denominator natin. So therefore, 0.9144 meter over 1 yard. Cancel natin yung yard dahil same sila ng unit of measurement. At para maiwan na lang yung meter, since hinahanap natin sa problem ay meter. So, cancel. 47 times 0.9144 meter is equals to 42.9768 meter over 1. Hindi ko na po sinama yung yard dahil na-cancel na po siya sa unang step. 42.9768 meters divided by 1, the correct answer is 42.98 meter. So again, so this is the final answer, that there are 42.98 meters in 47 yards. Okay, I hope you've learned from my discussion for today's episode. So thank you and God bless.